Moving North by Lisa Jones. Illustrated by Jerry Tiratilli. August 18th, 1916. Jackson County, Mississippi. My room. Dear Diary, I just heard the worst news of my life. My parents told me we are moving. We aren't just changing houses or going to work on another farm in Jackson County. We are moving up north to Chicago. Aunt Pauline and Uncle Jack live there. We will stay with them at first. I don't want to leave my home. I don't want to leave my friends. We learned about the North in school. It's cold and windy. I don't want to live in a city. I don't want to live where it's cold and windy. Where will I run? What trees will I climb? What friends will I make? I wonder how my brother Davis feels about moving. Sadly yours, Ellie Gowan. August 10th, 1916, Jackson County, Mississippi, under my favorite tree. Dear Diary, today my friend Millie and I picked the same row of cotton. It's harvest time, so we are all in the fields these days. After the hot, hard work of picking cotton, we were sweaty and our hands and backs hurt. We went to our favorite spot in the creek. We splashed and walked barefoot, cooling ourselves. Millie says that in Chicago, children always wear shoes outside, even in the summer. I don't want to wear shoes every day. And they have to play in fenced-in parks, not in meadows and creeks like we do. Yours with worries, Ellie. August 15th, 1916, Jackson County, Mississippi. My bed. Dear Diary, we have been busy with preparations for going north. Mama has made me 2 new dresses. I have never had 2 new dresses before. Grandma is knitting warm underclothes for us. They will feel scratchy, but I'll be warm in that cold city. Papa went to the general store today and took Davis with him. Why did I have to stay home and sew while Davis got to go out? Mama said I should wait and see, and she was right. Papa brought home a new pair of shoes for everyone. I love my new shiny black shoes. Maybe going north isn't so bad. I do like all the fun we are having. Davis was so happy with his new shoes that he did a dance and nearly fell over. We all laughed hard at that. Good night, Ellie. August 28th, 1916. Jackson County, Mississippi, under my special tree. Dear Diary, tonight is my last night in Jackson County. It is my last night in my house, my last night under my special tree. I am sad, but I am also excited to see the north. I have decided not to worry about the cold, the wind, or the fenced-in parks. I am going to wait and see. That's what Mama always says, and she's usually right. Mama says she and Papa will find better jobs in the north. She thinks Davis and I will have a better education. I hope I make a new friend in the north. I will miss Millie and the other girls. Well, I have to go back inside to sleep. We will wake up early tomorrow. Mr. Johnson will take us to the train station in his cart. It will be a long trip. Sleepily yours, Ellie. August 29th, 1916. Somewhere in Louisiana on the train to Chicago. Dear Diary, I have seen so much today. It feels like sunrise was years ago. I had never been farther than the general store. I had never seen the shiny trains or all the dressed-up passengers from all over Jackson County. The train is so fancy. The seats are leather. There's even a restaurant car where people can eat. Not us. We're eating cornbread at our seats. But I'm just happy to be on board. Yours in amazement, Ellie. August 31st, 1916, Chicago, Illinois, at Aunt Pauline and Uncle Jack's apartment. Dear Diary, Chicago's train station is like a palace. The floors are made of rock called marble. The stairways have fancy iron railings. I saw people who were Chinese, Mexican, European, African. All the people I have learned about in school were in the train station. And fancy. Even the newspaper salesman was wearing a hat. And the shoeshine man had on a Sunday suit. I think I'm going to like Chicago. I may even love it, as soon as we get our own apartment. I'm used to sharing a room with Davis, but now we're sharing with our 2 cousins. I can already hear Marcus snoring. Truly amazed, Ellie. September 5th, 1916, Chicago, Illinois, Aunt Pauline's kitchen. Dear Diary, I don't think we will ever find an apartment. Every day Mama and Papa leave early in the morning. Every place they go, there are crowds of people. They are all waiting to rent just one apartment. Mama and Papa come home tired and discouraged. Mama still says, wait and see. And Papa still says, life is full of surprises. But I can see they are burdened. Tomorrow, Papa will go look for work. Mama and I will go look for apartments. I feel special. Back home in Jackson County, I always stayed home with Mama while Davis got to go with Papa to the general store. Now, Mama needs me. I pray that I can help Mama find an apartment. September 6, 1916, Chicago, Illinois, Ice Cream Parlor. Dear Diary, my feet are tired. My dress is dirty. We must have walked 50 blocks north and 50 blocks south. This was just like a day of picking cotton back home. Dirty, tiring, hard work. But unlike the cotton fields, there was so much to see. I saw many different people. The Russian grandmothers with their scarves, the Chinese women with their shiny shirts, the balloon man with his live monkey. Finally, I couldn't walk anymore. Mama suggested we get an ice cream. I have never tasted anything more wonderful in my life. Yours in ice cream dreams, Ellie. The Immigrants to Chicago. From 1916 to 1919, thousands of African Americans migrated to northern cities like Chicago. Millions of immigrants came from other countries to settle in cities as well. Tens of thousands came to Chicago. They came from Eastern Europe, China, Mexico, and many other countries. They found jobs in factories, in homes, and in other kinds of work. September 12, 1916, Chicago, Illinois, our own home. Dear Diary, we found it, our very own apartment. It's a little dirty and a little broken down, but Mama says she can clean up the dirty parts, and Papa says he can fix up the broken parts. It is sufficient. Tomorrow, Davis and I start school. I am nervous. What if I talk differently from the other kids? Or what if I don't know any answers? Maybe I didn't learn enough in my Jackson County school. I guess I'll just have to wait and see. Life has been good so far in the urban north. We have an apartment. Papa already has a factory job. Mama is going tomorrow to talk to Papa's boss. I hope she can work at the same place with Papa. That would be nice. Sleepily yours, Ellie. September 13, 1916, Chicago, Illinois, my school. Dear Diary, I went to school today. We learned about all the states that start with A. I already knew them. I knew the capitals, too. I just answered Miss Tripolsky's questions. I did just fine, and I didn't get lost. Almost everyone talks funny here. Many of the kids are from the South, and at least they sound like me. We are all new to Chicago. Some have been here longer than others, but we are all still new. Best of all, today I made a new friend. Her name is Mary. She walked with us to school. She told me where to hang my sweater and put my lunch. She played hopscotch and jump rope with me on the playground. I was having so much fun that I didn't mind the fences around the playground. I saw them, but I didn't mind them. Happily yours, Ellie. October 15, 1916, Chicago, Illinois, the park. Dear Diary, well, Millie was wrong. Not all of the parks in the city have fences around them. Today is Sunday. We went to church with Aunt Pauline and Uncle Jack. Then we walked to a big park. It is fall, so most of the leaves are red, orange, brown, and yellow. The leaves are changing colors. Papa says it's because they're dying from the cold. I walked under the trees, looking up at the leaves. My shoes were still on, and it was getting cold, but I didn't mind. I like the cold if it means the leaves change color. Plus, Mary told me about snowmen, snow angels, and snowflakes on your tongue. The cold brings colorful leaves and snow. It's funny how something I was so upset about is one of the things I like best about Chicago. Papa says that life is like that, full of surprises. A girl from Chicago, Ellie Gowan. Talk about it. 1. Why doesn't Ellie want to move to the north? 2. Think about how Ellie sees Chicago after her arrival. Describe Chicago as Ellie sees it. 3. Write about it. 3. Ellie writes about her experiences in a diary. A diary is a book for writing every day. On a sheet of paper, write a diary page about one of your experiences. Extend language. The United States has regions called the North, the East, the South, the Midwest, and so on. They are place names that begin with capital letters. But the words North, South, East, and West are direction words also. We can say, go south for 4 miles and then turn east. We do not capitalize North, South, East, and West when we use them to tell directions. Write a sentence that uses the North as a place name for the northern United States. Write another sentence that uses north as a direction.